Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nenni and Associates Executive Search channel. I'm Jim Schaefer, and we're focused here on providing you with exclusive content for improving your hiring, interviewing, and recruiting strategies. And on today's video, we're going to get into a real simple concept, a way to answer what I would call situational based questions. So let's get into it. One of the most common type of questions that you're going to get on an interview is what I would refer to as a situational based question. And this may sound like, tell me about a time when, fill in the blank. Tell me about your biggest sale. Tell me about the biggest project that you had to manage. Tell me about the biggest accomplishment that you've had in your career. So now we're moving beyond the tell me about yourself type questions. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses, right? This is just kind of the next evolution of that. Typically the hiring managers are looking for a little bit more in-depth responses and give me some real examples on how you've accomplished these things. And really the interviewer's trying to figure out, hey, how will this candidate's set of experiences transfer over to our organization? So for example, tell me about the biggest project that you've ever managed. Let's say you're interviewing for a construction management type position. One of the best ways that I found from a candidate standpoint to answer this type of question is to utilize a real simple method called the STAR method, which is an acronym. This is not novel to me. This has been around for decades. The best part about utilizing this method is it prevents you from rambling, which is one of the most common interview mistakes that we covered on a previous video. But when you're not prepared for that question and you don't have a framework on how to answer it, you can just get long-winded and start talking in circles and hoping that you get to the answer that the interviewer is looking for.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
But instead of hoping, let's try to frame it into that STAR method. So it is an acronym. The S stands for situation, the T stands for task, the A stands for action, and the R stands for result. So let's go through an example real quick. Let's say the interviewer asks you, hey, tell me about the biggest project that you ever managed or the project that you were most proud of, right? Let's say you're interviewing for a construction manager position. So situation was, we had a client that was really upset. We were over budget and our timeline schedule, we were off. They were upset because they thought we were behind schedule and ultimately, they weren't going to meet the deadline that they needed to meet to open up this new building. Okay, that was the situation. The task was I was responsible for getting things back in line. So what I ultimately had to do, action, was I had to let go of a couple of different foremen that were on site and I had to replace them with other people that I brought in order to help get us back on budget and get us back on time. So we had to schedule weekly calls with my boss and I was reporting up to him, giving him more frequent updates. We had to increase our level of communication with the client. The end result was we were still able to meet the deadline. We got the project back in budget and our client was able to open the site when they needed to and meet the tight deadline. So that was something that I was really proud of. That's a real basic example that I went through very quickly, but that does provide a bit of a framework there. So next time you get asked this type of question on an interview, think STAR method, put it in a framework, and you'll be much better off. All right, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you're getting value out of this content. And if you are, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with a friend or a colleague. Until next time, I'm Jim Schaefer, and we'll catch you on the next video.